Welcome to SCARLET Nexus. Well, the demo anyways. The actual game comes out on the 25th of June, so if you want to check that out, then go ahead. The pre-order is up and has been up for about 3 months now, but let's talk about SCARLET Nexus. Today I'm going to be playing through the game, or the demo at least. There's 2 demos that you could play, and they're both basically the same thing with different boss fights. But I do recommend you check it out before pre-ordering or buying the game. With that being said, let's get into the video.
Yes, out of eyes trying to put me on a t-shirt. Shorty want me so bad, do your knees hurt? Yeah, I'm counting paper guap in my beamer,
The game starts by asking you what language you want to play in, and because I don't feel like listening to weebs talk to each other, I chose English. Upon starting the game, you get to choose between 2 characters, Yuito Samaragi, a boy that was saved by the OSF when he was young, and is very cheerful, optimistic, and outgoing, unlike myself. Or you can choose Kasane Randall, a sheltered indoor type person who wants to join the OSF to impress her big sister. I decided to play Yuito Samaragi first because he looks like an interesting character, and boy, I was very right about that. I fucking loved playing as Yuito. Loading into the training course, the game teaches you how to fight off the monsters / whatever the fuck they're called. I don't know. But in the training course, it teaches you different combat styles and different abilities that you can use during combat. When playing as Yuito, the first place you go into is Kikuchiba, a upside down area that I don't know the story behind it, but it does explain it in the demo somewhere. I just forgot what the story was. As we're walking down the street, we meet our allies Seto, Kagero, and Wataru. They tell us to meet in an LZ and kill any others that we find along the way. Also, if it's too much for us to handle, we can retreat, but they'd rather us not. On our way to the LZ, we fight a shit ton of others, and the fighting in this game is so smooth and so well put together. I actually love the combat system in this game, because you could be fighting and doing all your slashes with your sword, and you can also add like pyrokinesis, for example, to your moveset. Because through the SAS network, you can use your squad mates' abilities while also still having yours. And the combat is just so, it flows so well in this game. There were some oppressed people in my way of Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, and because I'm white and not oppressed, I murdered them swiftly. By using the power of Angie, I decided to kill more minorities and steal their weed. Yuito and Hanabi stopped to look at scenery and talk about how beautiful the city was, but I didn't care about that because I wanted to kill minorities, so I skipped this entire cutscene and got back to my Doom Eternal roots, where I started to kill the minorities. I was about to say what their actual name is, but then I realized it wouldn't be funny because I've been calling them minorities for this whole video. The game told me how to use my abilities like I didn't already know what I was doing, because I've been using my abilities ever since I started the game. But a helpful tip is it told me what my abilities did. Basically, red is fire, yellow is... I forgot, it's been like 2 weeks since I've played this demo. Blue is quick attack, haha, and then green is clairvoyance, which lets me see invisible enemies. So that's really pyrokinesis and clairvoyance are the best abilities that I had. I got to the boss fight, which was just a normal day in America. This is what an average American looks like, by the way. And this boss fight makes you, every boss fight in this game, or the demo at least, makes you use your abilities to their fullest extent. This boss fight had me using my Psychonesis, which is what the main ability of Yuito and Kasane is called, to smash objects in the air on the minorities, Americans, whatever fucking head. And then because once that happens, it has no armor, it wanted me to use my fire ability, my pyrokinesis, on the whatever the fuck, to damage it. Because this minority/American is weak to fire moves. So it's really good way to make bosses more interesting and more challenging to players. I support the idea, and I feel like a lot of more games should do this kind of thing, like games with abilities and stuff. I think this is a nice direction to go. Now, on to Kasane Randall, the goth GF that I always wish I had. If you play Kasane Randall in the demo, you will start in the Mizuhagawa district. We meet our allies, Kyoka, Naomi, Shiden, and Haruka. Shiden being the closest character that represents me in this game. We get basically the same mission in the Kasane part, but the only difference is the voice lines and the way that the characters talk to each other. We don't even get to our first fight when the news drones come in to spectate our endeavors. After fighting all these enemies, it took me about 20 minutes to find a fucking elevator to get down into the tunnels. With this kind of enemy, you have to be really patient, using invisibility first, super speed next, and then once the enemy is knocked down, using electricity to annihilate its shield and then take away its core. Reaching the end of Kasane's part, you have to fight another American, and this would be amazing because I got to kill my own people, but I'm not American, so I may live here, but I'm not American. Anyways, after killing the American, the Kasane part of the demo ends, and for playing the demo and finishing the demo, you get exclusive items in the main game when it releases on the 25th of June in 2021. This game will be released directly to Game Pass. If you have it, download it and play it. It's fucking great from the demo, and I think it will be AAA basic price for normal buyers. This game will not be released on PlayStation, and I don't believe it will be released on Nintendo Switch either, but I do believe it is going to be released on PC. This sounds like a fucking ad read, but it's not. I'm not getting paid to say any of this, seeing how I only have 108 subscribers. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe, leave a like. I need more than 108 subscribers so I can get ad reads. I'm gonna fucking die, dude. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, come back next time for Big Mommy Milkers. Peace.